Hello, traders. Thank you so much for joining us into today's wonderful and beautiful session. I hope all of you are having such a tremendous, amazing, and beautiful day. Today is Tuesday, right? So I hope your Tuesday went as amazing as mine did, guys. I hope all of you are well, and I appreciate every single one of you who is actually joining the live stream today. My name is Guna, and I've been trading for almost 4 years now. The main purpose of my YouTube page, especially my live streams, is to provide as much information pertaining to price action and also giving you guys potential trading opportunities, as in you entering for a buying opportunity or selling opportunity, whereby you'll be able to learn and understand why did I predict a move as such, and you can definitely do the same. Okay, if that sounds interesting, guys, sit back, relax. Let's get into today's session. So again, I apologize in advance if my voice sounds a bit off. I'm actually having a little bit of a flu. Okay, so do not mind me if I suddenly actually have to go out. Okay, just to get some pills to stop the runny nose. Okay, but I'll do my best, guys. Okay, I'll do my best. So starting off with today's session, guys, we actually are going to speak about BTC, gold, GBP, JPY, potentially. Okay, we will go into that, but it's not an opportunity as of now, but something where market kind of seems that it wants to head in that direction. So it's good for you guys to know lah. Okay, the rest I cannot really see much of an opportunity, but again, if you guys would like to go through any pairs, specifically anything from here, or maybe if you like to recommend a new pair, just let me know. Okay, in the chat section we can go through that as well. Okay, so about BTC, guys, so what I want to highlight to you is I essentially entered for a selling opportunity for BTC. Okay, so when price came to a certain level and then I see something, okay, I always wait for this how to say this thing to happen for me to have a bias whereby if I should pick up my order or not. Okay, so I saw that happen. This is actually all related to my trading strategy. So once this happened, right, I took out my orders lah. So thankfully it was already in profits. So roughly about, was it 70? I think 70% ROI. I posted it in my Instagram, which again, guys, if you're interested to keep up to date with any trades that I'm taking, okay, any potential opportunities that I'm actually looking at, I do post that on my Instagram. So I have my Instagram handle just below if you guys interested lah. Okay, you guys can consider following me. I would love that. Let me know you're from YouTube. So this is the one that I posted on Instagram. So this is the trade that I managed to close off before it went up, okay, to my BE level lah. Okay, so roughly this was my initial BE level. I'll be honest, guys, I still kind of feel we potentially may be moving down. Okay, again lah, it's a bit difficult to predict for BTC because we are currently roughly within the all-time high range. Okay, you guys know me lah, I do not like trading within the all-time high ranges, but I want to see, you see there is a potential sell depending on current price closure. So if you guys can see this mini box that I drew here, right, I actually am waiting to see certain things happen. Since we are closing by New York session open, right, I am kind of interested to wait and see what I'm able to understand prior to potentially entering for another selling opportunity, which I did yesterday. And then also, like I highlighted in our live stream yesterday, the market usually can't say mold itself, but how to say, shapes itself kind of means more, right? Same thing. In a proper patterns, okay, in a proper directional bias on a Tuesday. So Monday is when the market just opened. So some things will go crazy, whatever. So then Tuesday onwards, it will start to really, draw a clearer picture for us to potentially enter a trading opportunity lah. So even for ETH, right? ETH right now I'm seeing bulls. So this is again, I cannot say I don't like to see this because like I didn't enter any ETH trades. I won't enter the moment price comes inside of the zone. I want to see what price does within this range. Okay, so if I'm able to identify that we are starting to see some form of bears, okay, in the market, especially after New York session comes in. Today don't have any USD news lah. Today actually the whole day is AUD USD. Okay, that's interesting. Since today whole day was AUD USD, right? How about later we go through one of the AUD USD pairs, and then let's go and see. Okay, in terms of what happened to the market, because based on the news, it was good. Okay, 12:30 news was good. After that, I don't know, it was a press conference, right? So they're kind of talking. But the 12:30 p.m. the news was good for AUD USD. So later, let's just go lah AUD USD. We go and just check it out. So ETH also is kind of like preparing for a selling opportunity as of now, like as we speak. So I'm kind of waiting for BTC to see what it does within this range. Then only I will kind of like see what my buyers tells me, like if I should actually potentially focus for sell or just wait until maybe this section gets broken off. But if this section gets broken off, of course I won't be interested in BTC anymore. I'm only primarily focusing on sales for BTC because, like I said, I do not like all-time highs. There's lack of data for me to potentially enter any trading opportunity. Dogecoin, guys. Dogecoin also, I can't really see anything happening as of Dogecoin now, but Dogecoin kind of seems bullish. So we gotta be aware of the other currencies and other cryptocurrency pairs, okay, because they kind of correlate but not really, but they tend to move in a similarly same direction. Okay, that's something I can share with you guys now. So Dogecoin, I mean, yes, we did make wait, did we? No, we're still bullish. Dogecoin, we're still bullish actually. So maybe we can reanalyze Dogecoin also later on. So maybe I just make it a lot more clearer. Okay. Yeah, so Dogecoin, if you guys can identify that we are moving in an uptrend right now. Okay. So overall Dogecoin, it seems like we're going up, but a little bit too soon to say lah. Why I say too soon to say? Because like I said, whenever we are closing up to a session, in this case New York session, right, it's best for us to just wait for a while, guys. It's just for a while. It's just like almost, I won't say half an hour lah. It's a bit more than half an hour, 36 minutes. If you want to be exact, means 36 minutes more, and then New York session will open. So let's just wait, and then let's see what happens after New York session. Then we can potentially find a trading opportunity, because if Dogecoin wants to move up, guys, there's a lot of beautiful liquidity and areas that we can actually aim for. Hello, my trading cat. Trading cat is here. You want to speak to the microphone? I don't know if you guys can hear anything. Can you speak? No. This is my water. She loves to drink only from my cup. You know, she has so much of water over. You don't want. You want to say anything to the camera? Yeah, so listen to the advice from watching. Thank you for advising us in our live stream. You're the best. Okay, traders. So Dogecoin overall seems bullish lah. So let's just wait and see later 9:30 what we can identify. So no predictions yet for Dogecoin, but there are a lot of pretty liquidities resting above. So this is interesting. Let me just mark it out. Later I'll focus and see what Dogecoin holds. Solana. I don't know lah. Solana is just within this range already for quite some time already, guys. This was from when? From Friday last week. Okay, it did went down, but it's not considered a new range. It's still within this level. Okay, it's kind of consolidating within this level. Again, remember, consolidating doesn't mean there's no potential power. It means it's collecting funds. Okay, so the probability of price to suddenly shoot in one direction is high. Just keep that in mind. I'm just now want to focus currently on what BTC does at New York Session Open. ETH or not really, because like I said, I want to see how the market really moves for me to really identify a potential interest lah. I'm not seeing that much volume in ETH. If you can see, there's a lot of choppy price action here. Even when we move down, right, we still stop. Okay, move down, we stop, and then we move down strongly, and then we just chop, and then now we start to move up. So yeah, I'm not really interested now. BTC, at least there is a move. You know, we actually moved all the way down, and then now we're suddenly moving all the way up. At least that's something. But again, if BTC breaks above, I will not be interested in BTC. However, I will shift my focus into Dogecoin, into identifying if I should actually potentially focus for a buying opportunity or not, considering there are a lot of liquidities resting above. Okay. So guys, now let's go into gold. Gold, right? I feel there is a opportunity for potential buying. Okay, but I holding my hands, okay, to make sure that I do not just simply enter because I'm seeing this form of, kind of like the pullback is already ending and then market going to move up, because I want to see price, okay, potentially come inside of this zone again. If this happen and then I start to see bulls come in, then I will potentially enter for a buying opportunity. But did that happen? No, it didn't happen. Would it happen? Probably. I cannot say for sure. There is a possibility of it happening because currently we are bearish, okay, based on H1, and market right now moving up, right, is to fill up this bearish level again. So the possibility of price to move down back into this range is kind of high. But even though you move down inside of this range, does that mean it will move up? Of course no. We have to wait and see what price will do once it comes back inside of this range. Then only we are able to identify the next step of action that we should be taking as traders. All right. So actually, guys, I don't have much to say for gold because gold is we just kind of waiting right now, okay, for it to come within the range. Now let's go into GBP/JPY. Okay, GBP/JPY is a bit interesting, guys. Why I say interesting is because I'm kind of predicting it to go within this line. You see 199.795. This is actually a major liquidity range that I believe price is heading to as of now, which is why we are kind of seeing really a very, to be honest, aggressive in my opinion, really aggressive moves up. Very, very aggressively moving up and very eagerly price wants to reach to this zone. So that is what I have my eye on right now. This isn't a potential trading opportunity. There's no trading opportunity for us to enter. But I want you guys to be aware of the potential target or potential area that price may be heading to based on what we are able to see on the previous data, historical data, and currently right now. Because we are currently above the key level range, right? So the key level kind of acts as a support level. So something to really keep in mind. But this one also we have to be aware. Let me just confirm. Low 198521. What about this one? 198510. Okay, so this one actually went below. So this is not equal low, guys. Oh, yes, this is not equal low. Okay, so equal low means then the probability of price to come back down is kind of high. Okay, so just be aware of, I just want you guys to be aware of GBP/JPY right now. Hold on, every time I first update. Let me just check. Currently, yep. Okay, so I just want to highlight to you guys about GBP/JPY in terms of this number. So how can this benefit you guys, right? It's just after price reach this level, I'm kind of anticipating for some form of reaction. Either we can see market continuation move towards the upside, okay, that can probably happen, or market can start to also come back to this key level to use it as trampoline or even break below. So once this key level has been taken out, just keep an eye out and see what sort of reaction are we looking at. Are we seeing bulls? Are we seeing bears, so far and so forth? Then we just react based on what the market gives to us. Not before, not anything before, only after. Okay, because to be honest, if this is an entry right now, right, it's quite risky. This is not an ideal stop loss. Okay, most ideal stop loss would be this to be safe, and then what is it, roughly 1-to-1, and that is also depending on your spreads. Okay, GBP/JPY spreads is higher than EUR/USD usually. GBP/USD, okay, higher than USD/JPY. It is higher, a little bit higher. So even if you enter right now, right, your entry point might be a little bit higher than this. So it won't even be 1-to-1. It's not worth it. Okay, even 1-to-1 also I wouldn't suggest I primarily would prefer you guys aim more than 1-to-1. This is just because in terms of risk management wise, it's a lot better, considering that we are never 100% sure in the markets, whatever we trade, right, how it will eventually go, because trading involves risk. We all understand that. So we must do our best to protect our capital and our account as much as we can, and only take trades that make sense to our trading buyers. All right. Hope that it makes it clear. So we won't be going, guys, into GBP USD, okay, Euro USD, because I'm not really seeing anything significant yet lah. Okay, for these two. But I may need to restructure my analysis for GBP USD, because I think maybe they kind of am aligning right now for Euro USD for potential selling opportunity. So if they kind of align for selling opportunity, then probably I might enter for Euro USD today. But again, all of that depends after New York session opens. Then I will see where I would like to actually place my money at. Okay, but so far I'm seeing bears quite strong. Okay, so let me just clear off the chart so that it will be clearer for you guys to see. It is kind of clear that we are sort of moving down based on Euro USD, but GBP USD is a lot clearer that we are really eagerly want to move down. So whenever you guys see stuff like this, right, based on hindsight, all you have to do is ask yourself this question. Okay, price wants to move down, or if you want to call it market also can. Market wants to move down. Why and where? If you don't really understand the why, like of course you can understand it based on economical data like news and stuff, then you understand the why. But if you don't really want to understand the why, it's okay, but you can identify where. So where is, you just have to find major resistance levels. So once you find those resistance levels, those key levels, that is probably where price is actually right now trying to go to. So once you identify a target, okay, a so-called target, you just trade based on that target. So for example, if the target is even lower, you believe price wants to move lower, then once New York session opens, you have to wait for a potential selling opportunity. That's it. If it gives you one, if it doesn't give you one, never mind, it's okay. As long you're able to analyze where the market wants to head to. However, there's also opportunity, not chance. There's also how to say, a chance that this is where price wants to go to. That's it. Probably this is the lowest point that price wants to head to as of now. Then now probably price is going to start to move higher because there's a lot of liquidity resting above also. Liquidity basically rests everywhere lah. So there's also a possibility of this to happen. Correct? That is why it is always good to wait. We always wait and see what the market wants to do, especially when we are going to trade close by a session open. In this case, we are nearby which session, guys? New York session, right? Let's just wait. Okay, just wait and then be patient. Don't just see everything is going down. Now yourself, I want to enter for sell. If you I give you a very clear example, guys. If you enter sell now, okay, great. Where are you going to place your stop loss? Don't tell me open stop loss. Okay, if you guys want to play open stop loss, you guys can just go getting gamble already, same thing. Okay, this is probably the most ideal place lah if you want to place a stop loss. Even our stop loss, right, where we want to put it, we cannot just simply put, guys. We have to remember, we need something to back up our stop loss. So that means if we put our stop loss here, for example, of course this is not an entry I would suggest. Okay, let's say okay, there's an order block resting just below the stop loss. Okay, fine, wonderful. There's also this inverse fair value gap or fair value gap. Okay, fine, wonderful. Okay, there's also footprints of bears, okay, sitting within this range. Can you see now? These building blocks. Okay, that is where essentially you want to set your stop loss, because you want to have like a mini army lah. You can just think of it like that. That is in place within your stop loss level, so it gives you a little bit more confidence, knowing that when price potentially goes in the opposite direction of your buyers, you have your mini army that will hold price and potentially push it back in the direction you want it to go. In this sense, if you were to just enter here because the market moving down, yes, right now probably you might be in profits because it's moving down. Okay, but guys, we didn't know that a few seconds ago, right? That's trading. Okay, so really think it through. If you want to enter right now, can. But if you miss this opportunity, why rush it, guys? You close my New York session. I told you guys already. Okay, you want to see something? Show you guys, huh? What time New York session open, guys? 9:30, right? So you see, okay, this is 1 hour. Let's go 30 minutes. Then I can put it at 9:30. So today is 8. Let's go. And yesterday is Monday. Then maybe just try and see. Okay, Monday is a bit slower. Let's see. Okay, 9:30. There we go. Okay. So this is New York session open. Alright. Overall, we are trending down towards the downside. Okay, suddenly market wants to move higher. Correct? Of course, you need to use a bit of multi-time frame analysis. But for those students that have learned from me, okay, you guys understand how to identify breakup structures, and also remember in terms of there is something called external structure and internal structure. So you need to understand in this sense, which is the primary direction you should be focusing on, regardless of the market suddenly move in opposite direction from the major buyers. Okay, so based on this most new session open, we will be able to identify that the market actually broke a structure to making it a bearish move down. Okay, if you guys want to know where, this will be my primary entry. Okay, this will be my primary stops. There is a purpose also. It's not simply there's some form of protection within this range. Okay, so where is the closest TP? This will be one of the closest TP, so roughly 1 to 1. This will be the second closest TP. Okay, 1 to 1.8. Was it a successful trade? Yes, but of course this one can be depending because the broker you guys use also, they charge spreads, right? So even though you are in profits, once the price comes within this range, even though it never hit your actual SL point, sometimes you guys can get stopped out. So it depending on your broker So if can, guys, choose a regulated and good broker if you really want to really see profitability and also safeguard your funds Always safeguard your funds. If you guys want to know which broker I use, I have links in the description below. You guys can check them out. Okay, they are all regulated brokers Okay, so for those that learn from me, you guys know why I potentially would have entered here for a selling opportunity based on market structure alone. You see, just wait, guys, just wait. So let's mark that. Where's 9:30? So then right now is 9 here. Okay, this is 9:30. Right now market is moving down, right? So let's just wait. Let's see 9:30 what will happen, and then potentially we can find trading opportunity. But if you ask me within Euro USD and GBP USD, which one should you guys enter? Definitely I would recommend GBP USD based on volatility. Euro USD though, can't see much, guys. Let me see. Yeah, Euro USD I can't see much. Right, so now yes, we are seeing strong bearish moves down but compared to GBP JPY seems a little bit more eager. He's a little bit more hungry. I don't know where he wants to go to but there's somewhere he wants to go to specifically. So primarily, I would personally suggest you guys to focus for any selling opportunity for GBP USD instead of Euro USD. Just use Euro USD as a safeguard, okay, at the back of your head, knowing that these two, market pairs kind of align with the buyers of a potential move towards the downside. Just wait for a potential entry model, especially after market open, and see if the market gives that to you. Because look at this, market open at what? 9:30. See, at 10, no opportunity. 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12, then only we find an opportunity. So don't just think 9:30 means if you don't see an opportunity, you force an opportunity to enter. Do not do this. The market won't give you an opportunity exactly 9:30 all the time. Sometimes yes, but not all the time, guys. Why we say wait for New York session open or London session open or Asia session open is because sorry guys, once those sessions open, volume starts to kick in the market, and then the market will start to move. When the market starts to move, it'll be easier for you to really see the potential direction that either bulls or bears in the current market wants to move price to. Either it can be up or down, but not necessarily 9:30. You say, "Yo, 9:30 already. I cannot see any opportunity. Let me just enter because overall it's moving down." Do not do this. See, 9:30. When do we get our entry? 12. Can you see the distance? We have to be patient and wait. If let's say, oh, but Guna, 12 o'clock I already sleep, then don't trade guys today. Just be happy that you're able to predict that the market is moving down. It is okay if you can trade today. You will get an opportunity. Okay, that is trading. You will get. Your time to trade will come. If, for example, you analyze the market already and then you didn't see any opportunity, or the opportunity came after you sleep, let it go. It is not supposed to be yours then. It's supposed to be somebody else to earn from the market today. Yours will come. Okay, yours will come. Do not worry, guys. The more we worry, the more we stress ourselves for no reasons at all in trading. In trading, the more we stress ourselves, the more terrible things we get. Okay. AUD USD, I really like what I'm seeing. Okay, I'll be honest, because I predicted that I want price to come within this range and then I want to see a potential move down. But will this potentially be happening? Okay, that all depends. I want to see New York session open and then only I will predict. Okay, let me just move this up and prioritize to see if there is any potential entry model for me today or not. Okay, personally, I kind of like what I am seeing. Okay, I'll show you guys. Okay, this one not check close yet lah. We have 16 minutes some more. Okay, so it depends. Okay, within this box range, where this price will close. Okay, if it close towards the sell side, okay, then potentially I will enter for a selling opportunity. However, if we potentially is close towards the buy side, then I will have to reanalyze certain things to potentially focus on the next key level where price may head to next lah. Okay, so AUD/USD, guys, for now, primarily focus on sells unless this zone. You can see this box, right? This box, not this box, this box gets disrespected, then we have to change our bias, yeah. But right now, sell is looking pretty for AUD/USD. Oh yeah, AUD/USD today, what time? 12:30, right? It was good. So let us see, 12:30. Let's go. Okay, this is 30-minute time frame, right? 12:30. Oh yes, there we go, guys. You see this big, beautiful green candle all the way up here? This is because of the news. Okay, but of course, market usually align. It always aligns one with the news. You see, we are already moving up, guys. We're already moving up. So even though the news came out good, right? The market price action already told you we're moving up. Of course, like I said, I did backtest in terms of reading price action prior to the news. I had about 60 to 80%, okay, accuracy rate, which is really high already. But there are times also where the market show we're moving up, but then news suddenly we start to see a very strong drop down. Okay, cannot 100% rely on it, but you can see it for yourself okay, I'm not lying or anything. You can see we already started to move up, and then news just follow the bias of the overall directional. Why don't we say bias to time? Directional bias. Yeah. Okay, so this one I will wait for 15 minutes no more. I want to see if there's any opportunity for sell model in AUD/USD, which so far seems quite promising. Let me just set this up. Okay, primarily I want to take out these lows. Okay, and then ultimate will be, of course, this level here. So let's see later. For AUD/USD, what actually comes up to us, and then whatever it is, we will just accept and take it. Okay, so guys, USD JPY, I didn't do any analysis. I'll show you guys. This one is just for one of you guys, which is a student, just for study purposes okay, nothing really much yet for AUD/USD, but so far I can see this level is being very well respected. Yesterday was this was on the 1st of July. Okay, so for the 1st of July, we are moving strongly towards the upside. Primarily, I may be interested once price reach this range here, this key level range. So by this week, I have a feeling this will happen. Today is only Tuesday, probably Wednesday or Thursday, it might reach this level. Then I want to focus on potentially where I can see actual opportunity. But of course, if you guys are familiar with multi-time frame analysis, since we understand the directional bias, the probability of price to reach this zone is kind of high. Primarily, you guys can focus on buys until we reach this level. You just have to be well versed in the multi-time frame analysis section, so you can find a potential entry model. Everything right now is about entry model. Okay, once if you can identify entry model, then you can potentially enter for a buying opportunity. If you personally want to ask me, what I would say, I think you guys can predict already. Wait for 9:30. This is 9:30, right? Wait for 9:30. See what happens first. If market wants to respect the buyers to move up, it must move down first. Remember this, huh? I'll say it again. If we are expecting the market to move up, it should move down first to take certain form of liquidity. So let's say 9:30 happens, market start to move down. It is a very good thing. Because why? Market wants to take a certain form of liquidity prior to potentially moving in the direction of buyers we are predicting price to move to. So you see all of these, guys? What is this? This is trendline liquidity. So what can we expect? We can predict for price to potentially move down first, probably sweep out all of this liquidity, including this one, okay? And then we start to see a probability of a powerful move back towards the upside. You guys should be happy if this happens, because why? We can get a better price in terms of our entry opportunity for an even bigger profit target. All right, clear? So just wait, okay, just keep it simple, guys. Trading, just keep it simple and make you much happier. The more hectic you make it, it becomes just very confusing. Okay, see, we're looking at something beautiful right now. We want to see bears come in. Again, this is not enough. Okay, 9:30, guys, 9:30. We have to make how do you say? You know the recording thing. You know, they keep on repeat one. I need to keep mentioning that. 9:30. Let's just wait for 9:30. Let's see. This is a good thing. I like to see this. This is beautiful. Okay, this bearish move down. Is it enough? Of course, no. But it is something. At least it's something. See? Okay. So far, we're seeing bearish move down and so forth. ETH. Okay. How about Dogecoin? What's Dogecoin doing? Okay. So Dogecoin overall is bullish, right? So let's see. Dogecoin not yet showing me anything significant yet, but it's okay. Because why? 9:30. Okay. Everything remains to 9:30. Solana, like I said, guys, nothing much in Solana. Solana is kind of like very choppy, so don't really have volume in Solana. So Dogecoin is very good. ETH, okay, not bad. BTC is quite good lah. Okay, so primarily I'm focusing on BTC and Dogecoin. ETH only depending if it really shows me something beautiful or not after New York session open. Okay, but primarily these three, BTC and ETH is sells. Dogecoin, I'm not sure yet, because overall seems bullish, but again that can change. I need to just understand in terms of the probability of where price wants to hit to right now, which in my opinion, Dogecoin also looks like a selling opportunity now. Okay, so this would be the zone, guys. I'll show you. This would be the zone. Focus for a sell. So did price come back within this range? Yes, it did. Okay, so maybe overall these three, BTC, ETH, and Dogecoin, are kind of like anticipating for a selling opportunity. Okay, there's also a lot of liquidity resting within this range, guys. Really a lot of liquidity. Okay, so let's just focus on sales, guys, for Dogecoin, ETH, and BTC. Do not enter all. I give you three, doesn't mean you should enter all three. Okay, that's gambling, guys. Don't do this. I did this many times before. It didn't help me. Okay, it blew my account. Don't do this. It sounds nice. Oh, can enter three. Okay, Guna gave us three. Don't do that. Okay, then my account blew up because of Guna. Please don't, guys. Enter only one. Okay. Always make sure you manage your risk is the priority here. Okay, so JPY. Okay, this one is a bit moving down, a bit moving up. Okay, I'm kind of focusing on this range for now. Okay, so I'll just wait and see for JPY because it seems like something big is about to happen. Let's see. Let's just wait and see. Okay, guys. So that will be all for today's live stream, guys. So remember on the markets that we spoke about, which is BTC, ETH, Dogecoin, AUD, USD, gold, GBP, JPY, just to understand, okay, in terms of the market bias and the potential sell opportunity for GBP, USD. Okay, also USD, JPY, we spoke about that, whereby since we understand the direction of bias, which is kind of towards the upside, probably we can focus mostly on buys, but just wait for 9:30 and see. We want to see a move down first before we see a move up. If it continue keep on moving up, very dangerous to enter, guys. Just leave it be. Because why? Once market reach this level, we can find another opportunity. Remember, today is only Tuesday. Okay, no need to rush. Okay, guys, I appreciate every single one of you joining the live stream. Remember to give this video a like. Okay, if it was insightful for you as it was for me. I give you guys back the rest of the day. Have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. Okay, have a wonderful dinner if you haven't eaten yet, and I will catch every single one of you in the very next live stream. Take care, traders. Trade safely. Goodbye.